In this lecture, we will cover non-linear differential equation, which is the topic of unit 3rd, that is partial differential equation, in which we will cover the concept of non-linear differential equation, methods of solution of non-linear partial differential equation, in which we will cover the standard form 1, standard form 2, standard form 3, standard form 4. So here I am going to start with introduction. A non-linear partial differential equation is a differential equation that is not a linear equation in the unknown function and its derivative. Okay, so there are very few methods of solving non-linear differential equation exactly. Whenever we are talking about some examples of non-linear differential equation, then Navier-Stokes equation in fluid dynamics and Lotka-Volterra equation in biology. So its mean, you recall that Navier-Stokes equation, this is a equation, their balance equation arise from applying Newton's second law to fluid motion. And in Lotka-Volterra equations, which is also known as predictor-prey equation, are a pair of first order nonlinear differential equation frequently used to describe the dynamics biological system in which two species interact. So today I am going to discuss the solution of non-linear partial differential equation of first order. So in this standard form 1, the equation is given in the form of fx fp comma q equal to 0. Okay, so in this standard form 1, the function is given f of p comma q equal to 0. So if a equation is given in the form of p comma q equal to 0, we should recall that small p and small q are some standard notation which are used in partial differential equation or partial calculus. So we know that P is equal to del z by del x if z is equal to function of xy, and q is del z by del y if z is equal to function of x comma y. So it is clear that in standard form 1, the given equation containing P and Q only. Okay, so in this form the complete solution of this equation is z is equal to ax plus by plus c, where a and b are connected by the relation fab equal to 0. So it is clear that here del z by del x equal to a and del z by del y equal to b, or in another word we can say that p is equal to a and q is equal to b. So whenever we putting the value of a and b, then we get f of pq equal to 0. Okay, now it is remember that it's whenever we find the complete integral z is equal to x plus by plus c, then we can find b in terms of a. So if we can find b in terms of a, it's mean we can write b is equal to phi of a. So b is equal to phi of a. So it is clear that whenever we put b is equal to phi of a, the complete integral become z is equal to ax plus phi a by plus c. So now we look at the screen. Here the problem is we have to solve p square minus q square equal to 36. Okay, so it is clear that this problem is given in standard form 1, that is f of pq equal to 0. Now we already discussed that the complete integral is z is equal to ax plus by plus c, where ab is equal to 0. If a function of ab equal to 0, it implies from this given equation p square minus q square equal to 36, we can easily find the relation of f of ab equal to 0. So which is equal to a square minus b square equal to 36. After solving, we can say that b is equal to root of a square minus 36. So z is equal to ax plus b. In place of b, we can write root of a square minus 36 y plus c, which is the complete integral of given problem. Now we are going to discuss second form which is called standard form second. So standard form second, the form is f of pqz equal to 0, or we can say that the standard form second is the equation involving only p, q and z. So here the given equation is of the form f of p q z equal to 0. Then our working rules are, we putting p is equal to dz by d capital X, okay, q is equal to a dz by d capital X, where capital X is related to x in such a manner that z is equal to f of capital X and capital X is equal to x plus ay. So solve the resulting ordinary differential equation between x and z, then result so obtained is the complete integral of this form. Now look at the example on the screen. Solve p 1 plus q is equal to qz. So it is clear that in this given problem, equation involving only p, q and z, therefore equation of the form f of pqz equal to 0. So here p plus q is equal to qz. Let f of x plus ay is equal to fx. So whenever we put capital X is equal to x plus ay, then clearly from equation number 1 we can put p is equal to dz upon d capital X and q is equal to a dz upon d capital X. So putting the value of p and q in equation number 1, then we get dz by dx 1 plus a dz by d capital X is equal to a dz by d capital X into z. So clearly this term is equal to 1 plus a dz by d capital X is equal to az. Now this is ordinary differential equation between a and z, which can easily solve, z and capital X, which can easily solve by using separation method. So look here, a dz by dx is equal to az minus 1. We can write this equation as a dz upon z az minus 1 equal to dx. On integrating, this is equal to a log of az minus 1 upon a is equal to capital X plus b. So log of az minus 1 is equal to x plus ay, because we know that capital X is equal to x plus ay plus b. So we understand that az minus 1 is equal to e to the power x plus ay plus b, which is the required solution of this problem. Now look at the standard form 3. In standard form 3, the given equation is f1xp is equal to f2y. So clearly standard form third is the form of f1xp is equal to f2y. So here we putting f1xp equal to 0 and f2yq equal to a. I again repeat, here we putting f1xp equal to a and f2yq equal to a. So whenever you put f1xp equal to a, you get p is equal to a function of x comma a, and similarly q is equal to phi 2 of y comma a. So here the complete integral is dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Okay, so dz is equal to, if we putting the value of p, we get here phi 1 x comma a dx plus phi 2 y comma a dy, and so z is equal to integration of phi 1 xy xa dx plus phi 2 ya dy plus b. So look at the example. Here you have to solve p square minus q square equal to x minus y. So given equation can be written p square minus x is equal to q square minus y. So if you compare with the standard form third, then it is clear that this equation 1 is the form of f1xp equal to f2yq, which form is also known as standard form 3. So we put p square minus x equal to a and q square minus y square equal to a. So clearly p is equal to root of x plus a, q is equal to root of y plus a. Now in this form, the complete integral is dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. So clearly dz is equal to root of x plus a dx plus root of y plus a dy. So on integrating, we get integration of dz is equal to integration of root x plus a dx plus integration root y plus a dy. So here z is equal to x plus a power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, because we know that x की power 1 by 2 is equal to x की power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, and in the same manner x plus a की power 1 by 2, then integration of this term is equal to x plus a की power 3 by 2 plus upon 3 by 2. In this similarly y plus a to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus b. So z is equal to 2 by 3 x plus a की power 3 by 2 y plus a की power 3 by 2 plus b, which is the required solution of this problem. Now look at the standard form 4, which is also known as Clairaut form, and the standard form of this form is z is equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. So if you put p is equal to a and q is equal to 1 b in equation number 1, you get the complete solution z is equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b. So whenever you differentiate this equation z is equal to a plus by plus fab, then we get 0 is equal to x plus del f upon del a and 0 is equal to y plus del f upon del b. The singular solution is obtained by eliminating a and b from equation. Z is equal to x plus by plus fab, 0 equal to x plus del f by del a and 0 is equal to y plus del f by del b. Now look at the problem. Here we have to solve the z is equal to px plus qy plus log pq to find the complete and singular solution. So clearly the given problem z is equal to px plus qy plus log pq, which is in Clairaut form. So complete solution z is equal to ax plus by plus log ab. Now to find the singular solution, we differentiate partially with respect to a and b. Then we get 0 is equal to x plus a upon b and 0 is equal to y plus 1 upon b. So a is equal to minus 1 by x, b is equal to minus 1 by y. Putting this value in equation number a means z is equal to ax plus by plus log ab. Then we get z is equal to minus 1 plus log 1 upon xy. So after simplifying, we get z is equal to minus 2 minus log x of y, which is the required solution. So student, here remember that Charpit method is a general method for finding the complete solution of a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. If you want to ask any query, then you can ask me in my LMS lecture. Thank you. Thank you for watching video.